so that you're, yeah, but not too. There you go. Okay, guys, we're ready.
Hey, RJ, hope you're well, man. You didn't get a lot of playing time early in Big Ten play, but then Coach Underwood's kind of, put you in some big spots against Northwestern and Purdue. What's that been like for you, and how do you kind of handle going in somewhat cold in those kind of big moments?
It's been kind of a long process, just working out. Been grinding like every time a game finish or I didn't have a lot of playing time. I just go to the gym, work out, work on myself, work on my body because it's like the major issue on me, like my body. So you see every college athlete have like a grown man body, and like I'm a little slower to build up my muscle and stuff. So it's just most of that, like my body is not probably the college type, but just have to keep working, get a little bit stronger, and just get ready every day in practice.
What's your mindset when Coach puts you on Jaden Ivey at Purdue, and what's that mean to you that Coach Underwood gives you that assignment as a freshman?
So for me, it means a lot because in my point of view, I think he's giving me the confidence to guard the best player on the other team. So he has a lot of confidence in me right now, and it feels good on my way because if he gives me that confidence, it means that like he's trusting me to play in those type of games.
Thanks, RJ. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, RJ. I kind of wanted to ask you about maybe how difficult it was for you to come in and not play as much as you probably expected to or maybe wanted to coming into your freshman year, because obviously growing up, like you're one of the better players on every team. So to grow from being one of the better players to not always getting the minutes, how difficult was that for you?
I mean, it was difficult because when you know type of player you are, but it's just you gotta get used to the team and not play for you. Like first, it's just play for the team. Like we're playing to get a national championship, so it's just do what your job is, make it like the best as you can. If you get 2 minutes, like go as hard as you can, and take the best out of all the minutes like the coach gives you.
And what do you think you learned the most from the time when you weren't playing compared to now, where you're kind of starting to get into the rotation a little bit more?
So I just basically like whenever I'm not on the court, I just be like basically scouting like the offense and defense, like how they move in cases I got that little gap of time. Like I know some weaknesses that I've seen like in the game, and it's just like very visual.
Hey, good morning, RJ. I'm just wondering, what do you think you did to work yourself into this rotation?
So basically just stay with it, not quit, and keep my mentality up. So basically just stay with the coaches, work out every day, extra 30 minutes, wait, lift with flex, the extra stuff, and just not keeping a negative mindset that would affect the team. Just keep being positive and keep playing.
I mean, what's it like for you, right? I mean, you know what you put in outside of the screens, I guess, for people to see. What's it like to see that start to pay off in big games, especially?
I mean, it feels good. It's just whenever you see hard work like paying off, you just want to get more and more and more. So you just keep working hard.
Thanks, RJ. Appreciate it, man.
So.
Hey, RJ, it kind of seems like you, Luke, and Brandon have each kind of had moments this season where you've been able to play big roles off the bench, but that's kind of been a little fleeting and fluctuating. How much do you kind of lean on them, and do you guys kind of lean on each other during that kind of process where your minutes are kind of up in the air?
So we just support each other. Like after each game, we just talk like in the room, like what do we guys saw in the game that could have helped us, like win or loss. But we always supporting each other. Like if you had a good game, like we're really proud of like each one of us. So it's just having each one of us like right there whenever we have a good moment or a bad moment. Just be there for each one of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know you guys are kind of in the middle of the season, but do you guys kind of think of your roles and I guess the impact you guys can have kind of in later years, since I know you guys are kind of in scout too and also kind of looking towards the future?
I definitely we be talking about that a lot of times. We just gotta be day by day and just wait for that time to come.
Thanks.
Okay.
RJ, this was a pretty tight game up in Evanston. What are some challenges playing Northwestern, and what are some keys to the game for you guys?
So they're a team that's really together on defense. So like they're a great team. They've been playing really good recently. So it's just do our job, what we do at home and road kills. So we just do our job and execute.
You had a pretty good game against them last time. What was the key to that for you? And is there something particular about Northwestern that makes you a good fit for the rotation?
It's just coming from the bench and playing hard. That's just mostly about it. Just knowing where to be, what to do, and not trying to do like extra stuff that would affect the team.
Thanks, RJ.
RJ, what have you learned from DeMonte, Jake, some of the veterans on this team that are seniors that you think you can build on in the future?
I really think I've like gained a lot of confidence from them because like being able to guard them in practice with all the time they have been in the Big Ten, being able to guard them like they know how it works, it just gave me a little boost of confidence. Like in a game, if they've been a fifth-year senior, it's gonna be like almost the same. So it's just I put up that challenge with even Trent and Bella. Sometimes I get on and guard them to like get ready for those next years and just take the best out of them this year.
And then Coach Underwood said the other day, RJ is going to be a star. What's that mean to you to hear that?
I just keep with the process. Like I don't get ahead of nothing or get something in my mind that will like make me feel different. So I just keep working and like the word, like talk by itself.
Thanks, man.
Hey, RJ. You guys have been rolling pretty good there. Just what's been the response maybe to the loss at Purdue? How have you guys kind of, maybe handled that in the last few days of practice?
We're just gonna handle it on to the next one. Just go to the next game and keep on going. There's a good amount of time left for the season, so it's just keep going to the next game.
Yeah, after that game, Trent said a couple times that there was maybe a lot to learn from the loss at Purdue. Just what did you think maybe you guys could take from that game?
So just simple mistakes that we could have evaded. So just those type of stuff that we practice every day. We made those mistakes in the game. It just cost us. So
thank you.
Hey, RJ. Obviously, you're getting a little bit more playing time. Has Coach talked to you about putting you on the court a little bit more to finish the season? Have you guys had that conversation? If so, what has that been like?
So he's been in practice. The coach has been telling me that like I've been doing a good job, but for me it's just not enough because I gotta keep working, keep proving myself. So it's just I'm working hard for it. So if it's paying off, like it's great. If it's not, I just gotta keep working and wait till the opportunity comes like at Northwestern and just take advantage of it.
RJ, go ahead,
Sorry,
Ken.
just quick follow-up. Has the older players kind of helped you out and some of the younger freshmen since you guys weren't playing early? I mean, what have the veterans been like as far as helping you guys, understand, that your time is.
Please.
Can you hear that?
Can you repeat that, please? I didn't hear you well.
Yeah, what has the older players been like? Have they helped you guys out, the freshmen, since you haven't been playing a lot early on? I mean, have the veterans talked you through that and helped keep you guys going?
Oh, definitely. They're a great piece on what the freshmen are doing right now. They've helped us a lot. Like they push us to the max level every day and just trying to make us better so we can get ready for this next couple of years and hold the culture of the team.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
RJ, you seem to be really big on just kind of like trusting the process and continuing to work. Where does that mindset kind of come from?
It's just motivation since I was a kid, like know where I come from. And at this point, it's like no way of quitting. So you just gotta keep going, keep grinding until I get what I want.
why is it that where you come from, being from Puerto Rico or wherever you're speaking from, has allowed you to kind of have this mindset of not quitting and just continuing to work?
This like usually comes for a lot of sacrifices for my family. Like after all they're like done for me, like I feel like I gotta pay him back. So it's just a lot of hard work I need to do.
Hey, RJ, on a veteran team, I mean, you obviously, when you got on campus, you kind of saw the age of everybody. What was the thing that you were like, I've got to do this to get on the floor?
Usually when I came here, I just think like whenever practice starts, I gotta guard like whoever's in my position on veterans, like to prove that like I can be at the same level as them, even though like they got more like more experience on it. It's gonna be way different in games, but like I would have challenged myself against them and like keep getting better.
Is that tough, I guess? I mean, just because you've been asked earlier, like you've probably been the star on every team to have to find a different path, I guess, and prove yourself. I mean, was that a challenge early on?
Excuse me, you said what?
Like, just because you've been a star, I'm guessing on every team you had been on, was it tough to have to kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit and prove yourself over again for the first time in, I would guess, a few years?
I mean, I knew that I was not gonna be like the star once I came here, because like Bell already came for the sophomore year as a big player here, so I just knew I was gonna came here to do a role, like had to do my role. So I was not worried about that. I was just focused on like what can I do to earn those minutes.
My last thing is it's sold out tomorrow. Obviously, it's been pretty good environment. What have you learned about just college basketball environments this year?
Just learned that the Illini fans are crazy. It's just they'll be anywhere you go in the Big Ten, they'll be in there. So it's just really a lot of love for them, and they do be packing the house.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hey RJ, I see on social media that people have been clamoring to see you and they really enjoy it when you come in. I wonder if you're having fun. Is this more work this first year, or are you having a great time?
Definitely, I have a great time, especially with the veterans. It's just amazing how they can help you throughout this process, and it's enjoying the process. You cannot feel like frustrated or something like that, because if your team's winning and you're frustrated, you're doing something wrong. Because like you're holding the team down instead of like pushing it to succeed.
Thanks, man.
So,
Okay, RJ, that's all we've got for you. Appreciate your time this morning.
all right, appreciate it.
Stand by for coach.